Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another video. Kuiil was an instant fan favourite when he first appeared in The Mandalorian's first season. A former slave of the Empire turned vapor farmer, he moved to the out-of-the-way planet of Arvala 7, seeking peace and to pay his way by offering valuable skills to those who could meet his price. Unfortunately, as we saw in Season 1, after the plan to relieve Grogu from being hunted went poorly, Kuiil was eventually tracked down, shot, and killed by Imperial scout troopers. But this hero might have a past that is far more significant than we realise. In today's video, I'm going to explain why I believe there is a massive connection between him and Luke Skywalker, and it harkens all the way back to Bespin in The Empire Strikes Back. So let's begin. Ever since Episode 7 The Force Awakens, there's been a mystery about how Maz Kanata came to possess the Skywalker lightsaber that passed from Anakin down to Luke to Rey. As we saw in Episode 5 on Bespin, Luke lost it along with his hand. Many years later, after Maz Kanata acquired the lightsaber, she kept it in her castle's treasure trove and handed it off to Rey after a Force vision suggested that this was its destiny. When asked how she got it, all she said was, that was a story for another time. And while the Rise of Skywalker novelization provided some added details, it wasn't until the comic Star Wars number 4 came out that another major part of that story was revealed. In the comic, when Luke was back on Cloud City, he tried to find the lightsaber, while Lando Calrissian tried to free Lobot from Imperial torture. Unfortunately, Leia botches her own mission, where she's trying to get intel of how to unfreeze Han Solo, but instead, she gets frozen too. And if that wasn't enough, Luke ends up in another trash compactor trying to salvage his weapon. And then he comes across a few ugnaughts and asks them if they found it on garbage duty, and they indicate that they haven't. Luke Skywalker attempts to use the Force, but all he gets are visions of a mysterious woman, as well as Yoda telling him that he's more than his saber. Inspired, he heads up top and finds Lando and Lobot, revealing that he's moving past the search. All he wants is to find Leia and sneak out, as he finally accepts that he's got to let the past go. In the process, Luke uses the Force to drop a couple of stormtroopers into the trash compactor, and as they escape, one of the ugnaughts actually finds the lightsaber. However, Luke's team has already rescued Leia and left Bespin, leaving the ugnaught with the lightsaber. Now this is where things get interesting. There is a very clear moment where this ugnaught is astonished by his discovery, and at the time, he had no idea what it was. We learn from the Rise of Skywalker additional material that Maz Kanata bought the lightsaber off that ugnaught for a hefty price. For the lucky ugnaught, that lightsaber was theoretically a means for him to escape Imperial servitude and slavery. Now here comes my theory. I believe this ugnaught was Kuiil, because we know that Kuiil managed to buy his way out of slavery, and as I said, the value of the lightsaber would have been enough for him to do so. Now that Luke Skywalker has been brought into The Mandalorian, a future conversation between him and Din Djarin might evoke a conversation about a certain ugnaught who escaped servitude by selling a lightsaber. Not that we know if Luke or Din Djarin know this about Kuiil, he might have kept it a secret. And even though Kuiil died, it would retrospectively add a lot more depth and value to his character and connect him to the original trilogy. It was certainly heartbreaking when Kuiil died, because he was arguably the only relatable and likable ugnaught in all of Star Wars. They're a peculiar species, and The Mandalorian really humanized them. Having him be the one who came to find the Skywalker lightsaber on Bespin would deepen the mythos surrounding the character and provide him way more importance in the overall Star Wars story. So let me know your thoughts of this theory in the comments down below. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, may the Force be with you always, and I'll see you in the next one.